Hey, how you doing? This is Craig Beck from StopDrinkingExpert.com, the website that helps hundreds of thousands of people to break the loop of problem drinking and get back in control. If you're worried about your drinking, don't be one of those people that sit on the fence and do nothing about it apart from getting splinters in their backside. Go to the website, StopDrinkingExpert.com, and get a free copy of my best-selling book. Alcohol lied to me. So today I've got an email from Declan, and we're talking about the politics, the social politics of alcohol. This is a really interesting question. So let's get it up here and have a look at it. It says, hi, Craig. First of all, I'd like to thank you for all the help. I'm off the booze 4 months now, thanks to you. Excellent. Recently, my partner and I were having dinner with our kids. My partner was drinking red wine. She'd have a glass most nights, and that was the norm for me when I used to drink. My 10-year-old noticed that I wasn't drinking and asked why. I told him I'd quit drinking. He asked why. I told him it was bad for my health, so I decided to quit. My partner spoke up and said to the child that alcohol is perfectly fine in moderation. I didn't respond, as I didn't agree and wasn't into getting into an argument in front of the kids. Later, after dinner, my partner challenged me on this and told me I shouldn't be saying that alcohol is bad to the kids, as it made her look bad in the eyes of the kids. Trust me when I say this, I have zero intention or desire to be one of those preachy people that criticize drinking. In your book, you said people just won't listen, and I agree. Plus, I'm not a preachy kind of person anyway. But on the other hand, if my child asked me why I don't smoke, I'd say it's bad for my health too. I see alcohol being just as bad as smoking, to be honest, so I don't see any harm in educating my child just a little. I'd like to hear this read out on YouTube sometime and to get other people's thoughts on this too, please. Thanks again, Declan. It's a good point, Declan, because we want to hear everyone's view on this. So in the comments below, what do you think about this? Because, I can give you my opinion, but it is just my opinion. It doesn't make it right. It just means how I feel about it. I think, alcohol, as I've said many times before, is a very strange drug. It's strange in that we in the Western world have collectively agreed that it isn't a drug at all. It's just some magic juice. And it helps a party go with the swing. It helps you relax. It helps you get over social anxiety. It helps. But it's not a drug, according to the collective. And it's a really tough question, this one. And look, you are right. There's no doubt about it. And you should be teaching your children that alcohol is poison. That is not a debatable point. But you also have to consider the harmony of your home and your relationship with your wife, just as much as the education of your children. And I actually think you could probably word this differently and preserve the balance of harmony in your home. And I would encourage you to say to your children what I encourage people to say to everyone when questioned about why, God forbid, they are not choosing to drink the poison. And it is the best response I've ever heard in 14 years of doing this. And that is, I don't like the way it makes me feel. Because it's a conversation stopper. There is nowhere for the conversation to go after that point apart from acceptance. Because you're not saying the thing that you're doing, the thing that you're drinking is bad. You're not saying you're a bad person for doing it. You're not saying anything like that. You're just saying this particular substance makes me feel bad. Now, what are they going to say to that? An adult who's trying to get you to drink, they can't come back and say, well, can't you just have one? Because that doesn't make any sense. Why would you have one of something that makes you feel bad? Or can't you just have one to be sociable? What, I have to feel bad just so other people feel okay? No, I'm not okay with that. So there's nothing really people can say. And also, it's kind of a subtle message to your kids as well, I think. You're saying that liquid there makes daddy feel poorly, makes daddy feel ill. Now, you're not over-egging it. You're not saying, oh, that's evil, devious poison. You must stay away from it or it'll kill you. All you're doing is you're implanting quite a subtle suggestion there. First of all, you're laying the groundwork that not everything is equal. Not everything that's available to drink or eat or to put into your body is good for you. Some things are not. And that particular thing makes your father feel poorly. If you think about it, you just pause for a moment and think about it, it's quite a powerful statement you're making there. Because you're not giving a command. You're not saying, do what I say, but not what I do, which causes kids to rebel. They ignore what you say and they do what you do. You're saying, this liquid makes me feel poorly. And hopefully they'll take that message. It will resonate in their subconscious mind and they will feel a slight repulsion to it. Maybe, who knows? But that's just my thinking on this subject. And I'm not going to over-egg it, and I don't think I need to restate it. I think that's pretty straightforward. I think to avoid future arguments with your wife, you avoid criticizing something she's doing, and you make it all about you. I don't like the way it makes me feel. But I admit I could be wrong. My wife tells me I am often. So tell me what you think in the comments. What would you do in that situation? I really want to know. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and like this video, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot. See you soon.